who is very excited about a new love pairing. We've got the new Boo and the Fuego card. So this would be a new connection, probably not exclusive, although it could be approaching that or just have gotten to that threshold. But this is where you're still trying to figure out, do we have enough in common, or do we imagine the next 5 or 10 years similarly? And there's a lot of excitement here. I feel like this is maybe some insight into how someone is talking about this new connection with a trusted friend or family member. Hello, Nat Nat. How you doing? Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box, as is more information on how to become a member, how to have a candle that I made, or how to find my second channel. Hello, how's it going, Cocoa Bean? Hello, City Glow. Hello, Mousem. What's up? I hope you are too. All right, let's dive in with the Hocus Pocus Tarot. And let's see what else we've got for you. What else? Three of Pumpkins or Three of Pentacles, and the Eight of Pumpkins or Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Master in the reverse. Okay. So it looks like we've got a friend who's talking to you in a state of respite, a state of, just chilling. Maybe you're watching your favorite show, maybe you're grabbing a beer together. But I do feel like this is like a conversation with a best friend and talking about the person that you are getting to know. And it looks to me like your friend is a fan. And maybe that's not easy. Maybe your best friend is kind of like, I don't know, I don't really like people, okay? Certainly not good enough for my best friend. But this is someone who's like, no, I think I approve. We have the Hermit in the reverse, 10 of Candles or 10 of Wands in the reverse, and the 10 of Potions or 10 of Cups in the reverse. Okay, so we could have a long distance connection. We could have a pattern of behavior that took a while for you to let go of, or maybe there was a type that you tended to go for. But we do have, some little teasing like, okay, are you sure that, this one's not going to cause the same trouble as the last one? And a little bit of, I don't know, had to look outside of your usual dating pool. Why are the 10 of Cups in the reverse, though? I feel like this is because you had to look elsewhere. But I would rather see that in the upright. 10 of Pumpkins in the reverse, 2 of Swords. I had to go outside of the dating pool. King of Potions or King of Cups in the reverse, and the Ace of Potions or Ace of Cups. This is someone who's capable of love, but this is also someone who is like, they don't know anyone else in your group. So maybe you moved elsewhere, maybe this person moved to where you are, but I do feel like there is some getting to know your friends and family that might be a little bit intimidating for them. Yes, thank you for liking and subscribing. That means a lot to me. So we have the Chariot and Judgment. I don't know, man. I feel like this is a friend or, you know, like maybe even a sibling who's saying, look at you. You finally stopped going for the same old type that you had no victories with. You finally stepped outside of that. I feel like this is someone who's like congratulating you for not doing the same thing, for not repeating a pattern. Hello, Matt. It's just a puddle. It's just a little, it's a wee puddle. Wait, I think that means something different than what I meant. Either way, yeah, it's time for a new one, Matt. What else? This is the Masonic Tarot. 9 of Cups, Page of Cups. Strength and the 8 of Swords in the reverse. So this is someone who's saying, I know you, I know what you like. It feels to me like this person offers what you're looking for, and you may have actually kind of like sidestepped whatever that problem was when you were going to the wrong place all the time. Hello, Jonathan. How are you doing? You've seen that at music festivals? I bet you have. We have the Page of Gold, which would be the Page of Wands. 5 of Cups in the reverse and the Empress in the reverse. So it looks like we've got someone saying that you have a tendency to go for the emotionally unavailable. They're calling you out here. They're like, oh, that's weird. So you decided to date somebody who might actually be able to deal with the emotions that you're asking them to feel? Hey, Karen. Yeah, no, get everybody. Tell them to come in here. You're not going to believe this. Actually, like dating people that want to date. It's so weird. Say that again. You're going to be like, that's weird. But don't you normally go for the people who are like, ew, get away from me with those feelings and stuff? You know? So we have the 10 of Gold, which is the 10 of Wands in the reverse. And the Wheel of Fortune. So things are changing in a positive way. There is a new person in your life, a new romantic interest that is not like the others, is not like the storied exes of your past, you know? This one's not going to hit you up for a large sum of money or, you know, kidnap you unless you go to their favorite concert or whatever else weird stuff could happen. Three of Cups in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Or cheated on. Okay. Yeah, thanks for clarifying. The problem is, I do think that you're a little bit worried about one person in particular not liking who your new date is. Is this like a parent? Who are you so convinced is not going to like this person? 10 of Cups in the reverse. Knight of Mallets, which would be the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the 4 of Swords in the reverse. So you've got one of those family members who doesn't really care much for healing and just kind of like, you know, stomps around and hurls insults at people. We got someone here who might have unrealistic expectations or might be just like a difficult person in general. I know you're sitting over there. It's like she knows him, just like to a T. That's total. No. I feel like your love interest is going to be liked by everyone who's reasonable in your family. And then there's this person who doesn't seem to like many people at all. It's like, why bother? What's that? You hate them too? Gosh, color me surprised. There's someone here who maybe just never thinks anybody is good enough for you, or maybe just doesn't like people. But we can't rely on that person, okay? If they're not gonna like anything, then their opinion is rendered moot. Hello, Jacob. Hello, Danny. How are you doing? Hello, Carrie. This is the Graffiti Tarot. What else do we have, please? ¿Qué más? Three of Pentacles in the reverse. Four of Cups. And the Six of, sorry, the Lovers. Yeah, so we got someone who doesn't like anybody, but they might actually like your person. You might be surprised, but they might actually say, oh, well, I actually approve of this one. Interesting. Eight of Cups, Justice, and the Tower in the reverse. So we have maybe family meeting, this new love interest, plans being made for a family reunion or a birthday party, and there's concern or conversation around, should I bring this person? Should I introduce them? Is now the right time, you know, to throw them to the wolves? Here's my family. Good luck. If you survive, we know that it's meant to be. Yeah, I said survive. Do you want a knife? Yeah, this is someone who's a little bit nervous about the family, meeting the new boo. Will you still like me after you meet who I'm related to? We have the Queen of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Uh-oh. Dishonesty, huh? I love this card in part because it looks like that's such a small hand for a big knife. Like, I don't know. That looks like the sword itself is probably like 2.5, 3 times, right? I hope she's been working out. You've been working out, Queen of Swords? I don't know, man. I feel like we have someone who's been talking about what's going on, but maybe not really mentioned much about their new love interest, because it's like, if I tell you about this person, then I'm kind of like asking your opinion. Maybe I don't want your opinion, right? Hello, SSJ. How are you doing? Yeah, that's reasonably funny. I'll give it to you. Hello, John. That makes me want to tell a Carmen story time, the worst pickup line I ever did, but I don't know if I really want you all to have that information. It's not my proudest moment. Yeah, small hands, big sword. What else? Page of Cups. Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, see, I think we have someone who shows up for a family event and maybe doesn't tell people that they've brought a significant other. It's like there's some weirdness around this introduction. Like, did you tell anybody that I was going to be here? Why doesn't anybody know that you've been dating me? It's just a little weird, right? It's a long time ago. Are you guys gonna judge me? I told, you guys are totally gonna make fun of me. I told my Uber driver after I'd been dropped off that I forgot my phone number in his car. Don't steal it. It's not a good one. I don't know if they let you do it anymore. We have the Five of Pentacles. I'm sad because no one's making fun of me yet. Okay, thank you. We got, I think we have some awkward family moment here where someone is like, oh, you didn't tell them I was coming. You didn't tell them that, okay, so hi everyone. I've been stimping this person here for about 4 weeks, and that is why I'm in this room with all of you who I've no reason to know otherwise. Yeah, we've got someone who's feeling a little bit vulnerable, a little bit like to themselves. And it's that, like, you went to a party and you only know one other person and they walked away kind of feeling, right? Like, oh, look, there's an outlet over there. That wall is blue. Just having a conversation with yourself. I don't know if I'd say that. Hello, Zoran. How are you doing? Did I get a rewrite? Butter, that now you be careful, because I actually know someone with that name and you might ruin my day. We have the Devil and the Eight of Wands in the reverse. Ooh. Okay, now it's giving Meet the Parents, where I didn't know you were bringing a new person over, so I invited your ex person. Because wasn't it Owen Wilson was the ex that the family all like really liked? And Ben Stiller was just kind of like, yeah. There is someone here that I would consider an ex that shows up and makes things more complicated when we have an introduction to a new love interest. So as far as the characters, the Queen of Swords would be the person who has the family or the group, and the King of Wands is their person that they're dating, that they just kind of leave out and about, don't really give them the direction that they need. Hello, Stephen. Hello, Akobus. How are you doing? Yeah, that's good. Just once was enough, right, Zoran? Oh no. These are mixed up, you guys. Hold on. Are we okay now? Okay. What else? Nest, number 41, charity, generosity, sharing, and support. And surrender. Letting go, trust, consideration, and expansion. Adversary, hard work, diligence, progress, challenges, and adversity. So this could be an ex is there, or this could be, you know, the family friend brought over their nephew because they thought maybe the two of you would hit it off. I feel like there's two people who are both like trying to win over the Queen of Swords, but the King of Wands might already like have that title. There's just like some awkward social business here. Like the ladies who lunched did not get their notes right. Did I say hello to Steven? I think I did. I'm doing well. Thank you, Akobas. Hello, Chris. How are you doing? Retaliation, punish, payback, revenge. Access granted, social media, fake profile, hiding. And verge, about to reveal, confess, pretending, fake, living beyond means. So I'm showing up, this Queen of Swords is showing up with their new boo, but there was someone else who was on the verge of confessing that they have emotions for this Queen of Swords. Now they're jealous. They don't like this romantic rival, the King of Wands. So there's this weird tension in the air. Like, why does that person hate me? I just met them. That's strange, right? Well, it's because you make the person they have a crush on very happy. So they're jealous of you. Hello, Catherine. How are you doing? So there's someone who has not wanted to be honest about how they feel. And now they're being faced with the reality that even though they were getting ready to confess how they feel, now they have some very real rival in front of them. Okay, well, that's complicated. Gosh. This is the Poe Tarot. What else do we have? Knight of Candles, which is the Knight of Wands. But lo, a stir is in the air. The wave, there is a movement there. What do I feel like we have someone who's spying? Four of Candles. I loved her with a love more fervent than I had believed it possible to feel for any denizen of earth. And the Eight of Chalices, which is the Eight of Cups. 1, 2, 3, and away. I think we have someone who is spying on the Queen of Swords. They want to confess their emotions for the Queen of Swords, but they may feel like now they can't because there's a new sheriff in town. Now there's someone that the Queen of Swords has stated their interest in. Hello, Aloya or Aloysha. How are you doing? Me, myself, and I, that's kind of a weird request. That's not really what this is for. Hello, Nat Nat. Thank you for the tip. Any good news in the love department? I gotcha. So we've got the Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords can be about endings, chapters coming to a close. And I feel like this is because we have someone, this Queen of Swords is looking to get into a serious relationship and feels like they have found someone But with the Chariot in the reverse, it's like this person who has a crush or who has wanted to express themselves to this Queen of Swords is trying to figure out, is now still the right time? Is this what I'm supposed to be doing? Go for it, Matt. Thank you for clarifying that. Knight of Wands and the Sun in the reverse. I think this person still decides to confess their feelings. It's like, oh, okay, looks like your boyfriend went to the bathroom. Oh, by the way, Bobby Sue, I have a crush on you. Uh-oh. I think this person is okay with starting a little bit of drama because they feel like this is what they're supposed to be doing. I feel like they've waited long enough. The Moon, the Queen of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Wheel. Yeah, I've waited long enough. If I wait any longer, then who's to say that I'll have any choice at all? Or maybe they'll just be more serious. I'm just going to say something now. And if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. They're, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. But I think they're deciding to confess regardless. So, this is the Gypsy Oracle. And how did that work out for you, Matt? No, this is the general reading, Aloysia. Hello, Lily. How are you? Hello, a human being. Hello, David. How's your day? Hey, Aloysia. I just answered that question. I'm just going to put you in a little baby timeout. Aloysia, just to keep you in the loop, I do the general reading for the first 30 to 35 minutes, which is still now. And then I start the personal questions with priority to those who tip or donate. And so I would be starting with Nat first. Hello, Luke. How are you doing? But please don't repeat your questions. All right, what else do we have? Child in the reverse. Prison in the reverse. This is someone who's saying, too bad, so sad. I decided I wanted to confess, so I'm going to tell this person that I have feelings for them. And if they like me back, then okay, that's how it's gonna be. Wife in the reverse. I guess they don't like him. Yeah, we've got someone who's okay with a little bit of a fight. They don't mind if it starts some drama. They just really need to know whether or not this person's into them. And they feel like there is a pretty good chance that this is somebody's, like, you know, maybe they do like me. I'm going to find out. This is the Gilded Reverie. What else? We have the Cross and the Polar Bear. So we have someone who went through the dark night of the soul and feels like they have the strength to finally confess their feelings, but it comes at a time where they've just learned that this Queen of Swords has started dating again. But they look at it as, well, I don't know if I'm going to get another option. I don't know if I'm going to get another opportunity. And if you reject me, then you reject me, but at least I got my say. Hello, Bubbles. I hope you're having a good day. Hello, Layla. How are you doing? So we have the owls. Communication. Yeah, so now there's a lot of conversation. Okay, so you showed up with the King of Wands. You two clearly have a thing, but now there's been someone else who has confessed their emotions for you as well. Whatever are you going to do? Well, there's people who really want to know about it. That's what everyone's talking about. That's the Garden card that talks about community. And everybody wants to know, where's the snake gonna go? I didn't plan it, okay? It just, like, the cards were like that. What do you want from me? Maturity? You're asking too much. You're asking too much. All right, this is the Love Oracle. What else? Resistance, secret admirer. I told you. So I was holding back. I didn't tell anyone that I had a crush, but now I've decided that it's time. And oops. It's right when this Queen of Swords has come back around with somebody else. But I don't want to deny my feelings any longer. So even though you've brought someone else to this party, I'm just going to admit it. I have a thing for you. You're the one that I want to be with. You're the one that I love. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Honey. So we've got curse, hex, witchcraft, negative mind, intimacy, bonding, sensual, confiding, and boundaries. No, drawing the line and enough. See, I think the person who is confessing their emotions for the Queen of Swords has already been told that the Queen of Swords is not interested, or been told by a third party that that Queen of Swords is probably not interested. This could be really awkward. Maybe put this person in the friendship zone, right? But because there's this state of confusion, they end up expressing or confessing their emotions anyways, and then time freezes and everybody feels like they're stuck. They're like, oh my gosh, get me out of here. Why am I here? It's the most awkward thing ever. Have you ever been in the same room as somebody confessing their feelings to a person who does not feel the same way? It can get, the air gets real thick, you know? It can get a little awkward. All right, this is the Tarot of the Cat People. So let's see what we've got for Nat and some good news in the love department. What good news does Nat need to know regarding love, please? Matt, I'm glad I can always count on you for the freezing. What does Nat need to know in love? What good news? King of Swords, King of Cups, and the reverse. The Lovers. And Strength. We've got two kings here. King of Swords versus the King of Cups in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse, we've got some emotional immaturity. But the King of Swords may lack a little bit of stability. The King of Cups is not necessarily ready for commitment. So the King of Swords requires patience, but would do right by you. The King of Cups in the reverse might be exciting or charming, but the long term, you would find that they're not reliable or monogamous, quite frankly. So this is encouraging you towards the King of Swords. This could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Or this could be somebody who is like a lawyer, works in law enforcement, or works with the truth, because I feel like integrity and justice is very important to this person. But this is someone who currently is not really spending a lot of time with other people. They work a lot. But this is someone who's like, they are ready for companionship. They're looking for companionship, just like you. I like that. Hello, fish fingers. Hello, Pete. How you doing? All right. Well, you know what? I don't know where I put the thingy. Did I put it over here? No. There we go. Let's see if we had any asks. Lily is asking, oh no, you're saying the husband's toxic. Is he going to change? Let's see. Is Lily's toxic husband going to change? Will the toxic husband change? Yes. Yes, I do see there being change. What is blocking this change right now? Temperance in the reverse. I don't know if somebody is drinking or drinking heavily, or if there's some sort of substance, that could be it, or there's some sort of family thing that causes a lot of issues. Money is at the root of a lot of issues here too. But I do feel like this is someone who is willing to work on the things that cause the problems. Very much so willing. There's a third person in your marriage that causes trouble. I'm not necessarily picking up on that this is like a romantic rival, though. I feel like this is somebody who's judgy, somebody who talks too much, somebody who thinks about your relationship more than they should. Maybe a meddlesome mother. If you deal with this Queen of Swords in the reverse person, whoever talks too much, whoever thinks about your relationship more than they should, your relationship can turn back around. The key to it is this third party who causes issues. So I'm not saying they're the entirety of the problem, but once you deal with that issue and boundaries with that person, a lot of the other stuff seems to get easier for you. Because 10 of Cups is like happy on the home front. So you can get there, but this third party, feel like it's a family member, they're trouble. They're causing the trouble. They need to get out. Get out! Oh, thank you, David. Is David Jr. with my sister? Is David Jr. with David's sister? Yes. Very protective energy and very quick protective energy. I know that these are ravens, but I'm seeing doves. Interesting. Yeah. So they're ravens, but we have white feathers. Yeah, so there's protective energy and making sure, like, guidance, right? And I'm sorry for your loss. I do feel like the number 7 is important. And there's some good news coming to you in the near future. And this is something that is going to make you feel like things are improving, things are getting better. Three of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, unexpected good news that makes you feel like you're able to get out of a tough spot that may have felt a little insurmountable at the time. Oh, thank you for making sure she caught that, Nat. I appreciate that. Magpie. All right. Yeah, I think they do get called that, don't they? All right. I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. Thank you for the likes. Thank you for the subscribes. Thank you for hyping if you're able to. And thank you for checking out the candles. I will see you in the next reading. Toodles.